What's going on, guys? It's Florida Boy Locks here with the first YouTube video. We're going to do a free pick video on YouTube every single day, or we're going to try to. We're going to try and hold ourselves to that standard every day. If you don't already follow the Instagram, go over there and do that. Florida Boy Locks over there. Or I assume you guys have already come over from Instagram, so thank you for tuning in. So we're going to go over the Spurs Dallas game that we put 30 racks on. We filmed the reaction stuff on Instagram, so that was awesome. Super fun being there. We're gonna go over that. We're gonna go over some UFC, a UFC parlay. We're gonna go over UFC a little bit because we're gonna save that for tomorrow, and then we're gonna go over the Magic Hawks game and my parlay for them. So it's gonna be a good one. It's a big show. Let's get started. So I went to the San Antonio game. This is week one of basketball. It's week one of NBA, just like the NFL, but probably more so. Nobody knows how good they are, and nobody knows who's bad yet and how bad we are. So the Spurs probably not going to be that good this season. They might sneak into the playoffs. You know, they have Victor Wembanyama, who is possibly a top 5, top 10 player in the NBA already. The guy's a fucking beast. I got to see him live for the first time. That was really fun. The guy was a human highlight reel, doing reverse dunks and ones, can shoot the three, can shoot the mid-range, can get in the post, can back his guy down. I mean, he does everything. So going into my thinking on this bet, to put $30,000 on it, I was very confident that the Mavs were coming in very confident. They were overly confident. It's really hard in the NBA or the NFL to put lots of talent together and just win immediately. And this team is known for being injured. Kyrie's always freaking out, as usual. Anthony Davis is Anthony Davis. He's made of glass. And they drafted Cooper Flag. And, you know, they traded their best player, Luka, which should have been prison time for Nico Harris. I mean, good God. They draft Cooper Flag, and the guy didn't really look all that good. He didn't look like he had an NBA body. He looked very young out there. Like, you can tell he was the youngest guy in the court by the looks of him. Very small, he was very much able to be bullied, made a lot of user error. He had a 10-10 game, I believe. He was a double-double for sure. He's definitely got some talent, but, I mean, the guy is obviously not there yet. I don't know if they're going to have to bring him off the bench or put him in the G League for a little while, but he's obviously not there. So I went into this game feeling good. I felt like the Mavericks, everyone was picking them. Obviously, Vegas knew everyone was picking them, so they had the line at like 3, them as like favorites for 3. And, you know, I just really liked the odds for the Spurs just to take it outright. I thought the game would stay decently close, but it was a blowout. By the third quarter, we were, I was over the moon. I was already lit. I'm standing up, drinking beers. I'm having fun with the crowd. I'm making fun of Mavs fans. It didn't even seem like they came to win. By the third quarter, they're kicking people out holding Fire Nico flags. I mean, which is on my Instagram, by the way. So go check it out for those reactions. My Instagram's pretty lit. But yeah, I just knew coming into this game that the Spurs didn't realize how bad they are or lack thereof, and they have the best player on the court, odds are. And I just didn't think Anthony Davis was going to come out game one and just be 40-10. And they didn't have Kyrie. He's hurt, and what do you know? They try to force the ball to Cooper, and he's just not ready yet. And so what do you know? They get blown out. Easy win. Felt easy. Felt confident going in. Felt really good about halftime, and that was a really easy one. Testimony to the NBA knowledge to have the first bet of the NBA season go through. That felt really good. So we're gonna move on from that game. That game was really cut and dry. I just knew this again. Spurs, heavy underdogs. Mavericks, loaded with talent, still hurt, still putting the pieces together, still playing guys like D'Angelo Russell. Where is he going to play at? He's coming off the bench. Just a lot of guys that are outcasts but are talented and can score, and who's going to have the ball in the key moments. So I just knew that this one was going to be an easy one. So moving on from that, let's talk about the big one. Let's talk about the 10,000 to win 20,000, my parlay that I had placed a little while ago, about a month ago. This one was pretty easy for me, and it still feels good, even though the Buffalo Bills to win the division, I still would put money on it if I had to redo everything, but the Patriots are a lot better than we thought. Not to get too into it, the Dolphins fucking suck. I knew it. I'm a Dolphins fan. I knew we weren't going to be any good. Challenge for the division. I didn't think we'd be this bad, but it's bad. The Jets are terrible. 0-7. In hindsight, did I think they'd be 0-7? No, but they are the Jets. I mean, what are we going to do here? It's the Jets. So the Bills, even though they're kind of in contention with the Patriots, I feel like the Patriots' schedule is going to get really rough later in the season when the cold months come in. They still have a young quarterback, still a relatively new head coach. So I still think the Buffalo Bills, odds are, they have Josh Allen. They have a lot of home games late in the season. They obviously have home advantage when that snow starts kicking up. So I love that. We obviously had the Marab one already cash. You obviously didn't get a chance to get in on that. But I would take Marab against Umar pretty swiftly, almost the same way I would take him as Corey Sanhagen. So that's an easy one. Marab's going to dominate for a long time, people. I think everyone probably agrees on that. I don't need to stay on that topic for too long. I mean, Marab is Marab. And in the same breath, Tom Aspinall is Tom Aspinall. This guy he's as legit as it comes as a heavyweight. That division has been very shallow waters of talent for a long time. John Jones comes up. He pretty much steals the belt. And, there's just not a lot of talent at heavyweight right now. And Aspinall is probably the biggest talent at heavyweight we've had in a long time. Cyril Gahn is great and all. I think he's good. He's very talented, but I mean, I just don't think he's got it. I don't know if it's because I'm American. He's French. I think they're French. But Aspinall has just got all of the components to win this fight. He's pretty much got the advantage on all aspects, especially when you consider Cyril Gahn's best way of winning would probably be his kickboxing and Muay Thai. But Aspinall's so much more athletic. He's going to close the distance and make it a clinch game, press him against the fence, have a lot of pressure. I don't think anyone's betting against Aspinall for this title defense. So this one feels so good for me. It just feels like this is money coming in. I'm already getting ready to spend this money, and I haven't gotten it yet. So feel free. I mean, I would jump on another Marab bet, honestly. So to move on, I don't want to go too much into detail about the UFC because I want to save that for maybe a video for tomorrow. And pair that maybe with some college football locks, some teams we can pick on and bully a little bit to clean up and make some easy money. So let's not stay on that for too long. This one is going to cash. Count on it. You're going to see a Florida Boy Locks video in front of a Lambo with this bet cashing. Just book it. Take it to the bank. Moving on. Our play for tomorrow. Now, I'm biased. I'm from Florida. I love Orlando. I'm from Orlando. I'm a Magic fan. We've sucked for a long time. We drafted the guy from Duke that they were hoping Cooper Flagg would be. We have Paolo Banchero. This team is long. We're athletic. We're the best. We're young still. This was one of the best defensive teams all of last year. Paolo Banchero, by the way, averaged 26 points a game on some pretty good shooting splits. The guy can do everything. Behind Wembanyama, I don't know how many guys I would take in a redraft over Paolo Banchero. I would probably take Victor over him. Outside of that, there's not too many other guys. Paolo Banchero is the real deal out of Duke. Big physical body, 6'11", probably 245, 250 pounds, can do everything. 3-level scorer, can play defense, and he's surrounded by jewels. He's surrounded by guys that know he's the man. We just got Desmond Bane over there in Orlando, and he fills all of the position gaps that we really needed over there. He can shoot three-point shots, which is huge because Orlando could not shoot the three ball to save their life last season. They were one of the worst three-point shooting teams statistically, really ever. Last season, they were just terrible. And a lot of that was due to injury. They came into the playoffs limping in. They barely got in. Jalen Suggs was hurt almost the whole entire season. Franz and Paulo barely got to play together. They were both hurt at different times, and they limped in. They had a good fight. They didn't have a guard, but I felt like we were very aggressive in the offseason by getting Desmond Bane. And with Jalen Suggs back, that backcourt perimeter defense is tough, rough and tough. Young guys chase the ball carrier down. They're probably going to pick Trae Young up full court. Trae Young is great and all, but he's small. He's a kind of a foul merchant, kind of similar to SGA, but he's not big. So he's going to get bullied a little bit, I believe. He might have a good game, but I think Orlando's going to probably kick the shit out of Atlanta, and that's why I just took the money line. I just wanted to keep it simple. This one is an easy -155 for a reason. Orlando's probably the favorite by 4 or 5 points. Paolo Banchero is the best player on the court. It's not even close. It's not even close. Franz Wagner might be better than might be better than Trae Young. I mean, there's an argument. Trae Young is a 6 foot even with shoes on, by the way, NBA guard, and has a good team put around him. And there was a lot of trade rumors around the guy the last few seasons. I don't think he really wants to be there. Quavo is not saving them. This team is probably going to lose to Orlando tomorrow. It's why I felt so confident to put 46,000 on it. It's going to be another one of these things where I'm going to have to throw myself off a balcony if Orlando loses this game. We're bigger, we're more athletic, we have the potential. We obviously, because it's the NBA week 1, anything can happen, but I think Atlanta's probably going to suck, and I think they also kind of know they suck, even though, again, kind of being hypocritical. I know every team doesn't realize how bad they are. Some teams don't realize how good they are, but I just think we always have Atlanta's number to begin with, and they're just not going to be able to compete with us. We're going to probably overwhelm them. Paulo Banchero at 17.5, by the way. You can look at all statistical categories on this. You can go on AI. You can go on, watch other people's videos. 17.5 is money. And that's why I love Onyx Odds. This website, Sportsbook, is 18 and up, and it's free. It's fucking awesome. You can adjust the line so much to the point where you can basically make these bets almost guarantees. Paulo for 17.5 is a gimme. Go on AI and ask AI what they think. This guy averages 26 points a game. He's 6'11". There's no one on the Atlanta that's going to pick him up. And all of Orlando's team knows he's the franchise. He's going to get the ball. He's probably going to take 25 shots tomorrow night. And it's at home. It's at home. The city of Orlando has been yearning for a good team to root for. The crowd is going to be crazy. The energy is going to be through the roof. Orlando's going to kill them. And on that note, I would urge everyone on this channel to be putting your bets on Onyx. Again, you can juice the lines more than any other site. They're not limiting you. You can use Apple Pay to put your deposit in, and they also are doing a put 10 get 100 using code Gator. This is my code for Florida Boy Locks. Obviously, code Gator. Put 10 in, get 100. Pretty much a no-brainer. I mean, if you're going to copy my picks, you might as well copy it on the site that I trust, Florida Boy Locks uses. And again, a free 100 on this bet. I was broke once before. I haven't been for a long fucking time, but I would be jumping on this shit. I'd be jumping on it. This is a give me. You will see a Florida Boy Locks video on Instagram of me cashing out hype as shit. This is an easy one. Orlando's going to crush, or is going to get crushed. Paulo Banchero is the best player on the court. Desmond Bane, all the guys are going to space the floor. I think Orlando's going to be a top 3 seed this season. I think their odds to win the Eastern Conference Finals is like 15 to 1. That's pretty fucking amazing to see. We're just using Atlanta as a stepping stone to get the momentum going. So again, Onyx is the site to use. Promo code Gator. Now, I think we covered everything. I don't want to go too much into detail with anything else. I think we really covered everything. We covered the Spurs. We made 50 racks yesterday. Again, check out the Instagram. We went over the parlay that I'd been placed that I wanted to show you guys. And again, we will tune back in tomorrow. We will be covering UFC probably tomorrow and probably some college football. We're going to pick on some shit teams. We're going to probably pick on some teams that we can clean up easy. So again, it's been Florida Boy Locks here. It was a great first video. It's been a great year of bets. I feel like the NFL has been so good to me. If you've been keeping up with my Instagram, we've been cashing out. We have been cashing out. So code Gator on Onyx gets you $100. It's been Florida Boy Locks. Tune back in tomorrow. We're going to try and upload every single day. I'm going to try and hold myself to it. But it's been good, y'all. Tune back in tomorrow. And, yeah, it's been good. Peace.